So, we are just about getting ready to head out for Emmelynn's physio appointment today. She's getting a little bit restless. I gotta like switch out her toys, bring some new ones up here. But she was just watching some TV, and I had her cup on the ground, and there was water, like a giant puddle of water that she was sitting in. I don't know what it is, but every single cup we have, doesn't matter the make, they all leak. Like if they're tipped down, which is gonna happen with toddlers, they leak. Like sometimes they don't leak. Majority of the time they leak, and this is on as securely as it can be and looks. Doesn't seem like it's not on right. So we just got some books from the library yesterday, and one of them got completely wet, so I'm trying to dry that off now. But if there is a sippy cup, well, so we like the straw cups. We have this one, has the weighted straw on it, so no matter where she tips it, see it's leaking. No matter how she tips it, she'll still get the water. So, well, you normally drink like this. If you drink like this, you'll still get the water. But these ones leak. And then we have a couple of random ones. Just because to buy this, I think these are like $15 or more for one. So, she first started off on sippy cups, and then we moved to straw cups. So it was nice to have the weighted, so she kind of still knows how to use it. What are you doing? Yeah. Oh, you don't want to be on camera? No? She doesn't want to be on camera. We just got back from Emmelynn's physio appointment, and I made the mistake of not bringing a snack for myself, so I am starving right now and took everything in me not to go get food from a drive-thru on the way home. It also doesn't help, like, since we've had this fridge problem, like I've just been not really enthusiastic about a lot of food because it's not that cold. So I'm kind of like not in the mood to eat much out of the fridge. I know it's a stupid excuse, but it is an excuse I'm making. So I'm really still not sure what I'm gonna have for lunch. I'm thinking I'll have the eggs in the microwave. Why does choosing a meal have to be so hard? So this baby has been cleaned, but he is storing some food. Let me see. He's moving. He's storing some food right underneath. Oh, see right there. He's storing food like right underneath there. See, this is what happens. I'm sure you can see. The little treasure of food under there. So the kids are down for a nap, and it was pretty rough at lunchtime. Emmelynn's been throwing her food for I don't even know how long now. For a long time. So we saw an occupational therapist about it who like specialized with feeding. We took this behavior class that was offered free for us to give us tips on how to learn with certain behaviors, and with a combination of those things, she was getting better. Then she started getting picky with her foods, and she started slipping a bit more because we would just give her like one item here and there, and then she wouldn't have a chance to throw. But now we have to give her choices, because if she only has one item and it's not the preferred item at that moment, she's more likely to throw. So, you know, most toddlers want choices with their food. So, but then she eventually got better again. And now it's almost like back to the way it was. She throws so much food, and she throws it like across the table now, not even on the floor. And I just don't know what to do. Like, Ronan's not throwing his food yet. Well, he drops food all the time. But, you know, I find it's kind of like got a bit, kind of gone back to the way things were since I started doing solids with Ronan. So I think she's just, maybe we're not giving her as much attention now. I find she's been doing it more now since we've been giving Ronan solids. So I think that maybe I'm just not doing some of the things we were doing before. So I have the book here, which is like this book that we got from our behavior class, which is like Stepping Stones, Triple P, for families with a child who has a disability. So I'm just going to go through this and try and figure out some things that we were doing before to help her stop throwing. So one of the things we were doing that I can recall, we'd make mealtime. We try to be really happy, even though it's really frustrating. We try to be happy and talk about our foods. We would act like we enjoy our own food. We would ignore her when she would throw food, which is really hard to do lately when she's been doing it a lot. A lot of times when people are like, oh, just ignore her, just ignore her. It's not just ignoring someone you can't just ignore someone when they're throwing food. It's a combination of things. So a lot of time in the beginning when I was asking like all types of people for help, a lot of advice was just ignore her, which does not help on its own. So it's a combination of that with other things. Oh, some of it is praising your child when they do the good things. So, oh, that you put it down gently. That's great. You picked it up. Versus only giving attention to the negative. And giving her attention, which is another thing. So yeah, I have to go through this. She also has been doing it a lot with her toys, but that really hasn't changed. With all this, it's really hard to be good and watch what I eat because there's so many areas in our life that we're trying to work on, and it's just another area to work on. And really, at the end of the day, when things are rough, you know, we just want to, you know, enjoy ourselves and eat whatever. So like last night, I sent Richard out to the store because we had to get a couple things, a couple groceries, and it was like he came back and, you know, he was having a hard day too, dealing with this whole fridge situation. And he's like, he mentioned how it was hard. He just wanted to buy some like junky food and just like chill out after when he got back. And I was saying that the thing is, because he said, because we have a hard day, because we had a hard day. And I said, well, the thing is that we have lots of hard days. Like, you know, lately things have been one thing after another. And if we have hard days a lot and we keep eating because we have these hard days, like, we're just going to be eating so much because we'll have one hard day after another. So every hard day, if we eat something bad, it adds up, which it has drastically. So, and it's in turn of like trying to focus on that idea that, the reality that if we, although eating something bad right now will just solve solve us in that moment. It will make us feel, you know, it will fill a little bit of a void. But then it just carries that cycle on of us not feeling good in our own skin, in our bodies. And long term, if we get healthy, that it's so rewarding in itself. And the goal, and to be at that point, is rewarding. So we just have to focus on the prize, and know that it's more rewarding at the end than it is in those moments. And I'm just having like a reality, not reality, I'm just having like a, as Oprah says, an aha moment. Because like dealing with everything right now in our lives that we're dealing with, you know, working hard with Emmalynn on her therapies, and our house falling apart, and trying to fix things around the house, and trying to cut back financially, and trying to lose weight. Everything's hard. It is hard, and life is always so hard at times. Like, there's always going to be these hard times. If you work hard at losing weight, in the end, that reward is so powerful and so rewarding. And the same thing goes for Emmalynn. She works so hard in areas. So when she walks, we will be in tears. I get in tears every little step of the way, because it takes her so much longer and it's so much harder, that the reward is so much more powerful, and I want to say it's so much more rewarding. It is so much more rewarding than if it just comes easy. So, you know, it's like a aha moment. If you look at hardness, it's making me tear up now, because it's if you look at things that are hard in life, they're so much more rewarding when you have to go through the hard times. And when you get to that end, you gotta push through it. And really, you know, a lot of times we take things for granted, but when I see Emmalynn do things that I know is more physically demanding on her, more mentally challenging for her, and she accomplished it, and you see her reaction, and you see how proud she is of herself, and we are just like overcome by proudness and joy. That is why it's worth it. And this is why losing weight is worth it, because it will also be such an achievement. Such an achievement. It will be one of the biggest things I have been wanting to work on my entire life. And has been one of the hardest things that I have found to do, is to get a hold on this. If I can do that, I will impress myself. I will be impressed by myself. At myself. If I can do that. So, gotta keep pushing.
Give mommy
Can you give me a kiss?
You ready?
Mwah. Oh, mwah.
One more time.
Oh.
Good job.
Good night. Are you gonna go have a bath?
Yeah.
Are you gonna go to bed? Yeah. And then you're gonna have, first you're gonna have a bath. Yeah. Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right,
Say
night, night. I love you. I love you. Oh, big kiss. Nice
kisses.
big kiss. Night, night. Ooh. So we were sitting here watching, whoa, light. We're just trying to give me some light. So we're sitting here watching Sister Wives. And there's an alien over there. UFO. And I have crazy eczema on my foot right now. It's like driving me nuts. I can't even show you. It's too dark. But I just put some hydrocortisone. I said it. 1% polysporin on it because it's so itchy. But if you look at this end here on the thing, why would they put in a tube that has like the best scratching tool available? Like, I've actually used this before to scratch myself, so I'm trying to hold out and not use it. So yeah, change your tubes, people, when it comes to anti-itch. All right, change the tubies. Thank you.